Most of us know that life is finite, but very few of us truly live as if that were real. We understand that one day we will die, yet deep down we keep acting as if there will always be more time. More time to get organized, more time to become confident, more time to fix our weaknesses, and more time to finally start living the life we want. That illusion feels comforting, but it also keeps us trapped. If you think of life as roughly 4,000 weeks, time stops feeling endless. A week is short enough to waste, but few enough to matter. And that realization is not meant to scare you. It can actually set you free. Because once you accept that your time is limited, you stop trying to do everything. You stop chasing total control. And you stop waiting for some future version of yourself to finally be ready. There will never be a perfect future self. There is only you now, with your limits, your flaws, and your unfinished plans. And strangely, that is good news. It means your life does not begin later. It begins here. A lot of people hear that life is short and respond with more pressure. They think every day must be productive, exciting, and unforgettable. They imagine that if time is limited, then every moment must be used perfectly. But that only creates another impossible standard. Even meaning starts to feel like a job. The deeper truth is simpler. Since you cannot do everything, you are free to do something. Since you cannot control all of life, you can give your attention to what is in front of you. Your task is not to master the world. Your task is to show up for your own life as fully as you can. This also changes how we think about happiness. People often imagine that if they really understood how short life is, they would chase dramatic experiences, luxury, travel, and non-stop excitement. But when people picture their final days honestly, what usually matters most is much quieter. Time with people they love. Familiar places. Small, meaningful moments. Presence matters more than performance. Very often, the most valuable parts of life are already close to us. Another important lesson is that the life-changing turning point you are waiting for may never arrive. Many people think real life will begin after a big reset. A new city, a new job, a new routine, a new identity. But wherever you go, you still bring yourself with you. Your fears do not disappear. Your habits do not vanish. So waiting for a dramatic transformation is often just another way of postponing life. Real change often starts with a paradox. When you accept yourself more honestly, you become more capable of changing. Not because you lower your standards, but because you stop wasting energy fighting reality. You stop trying to become an imaginary flawless person. Ask yourself a difficult question. What if the thing you dislike most about yourself never fully goes away? What if you are always a little anxious, distracted, impatient, or imperfect? Would you delay your whole life until that problem is solved? Or would you begin now anyway? That question matters because self-improvement can become a hiding place. If you keep saying, "I'm still working on myself," you never have to fully show up. You can always delay action until you feel ready. But many people stay in that waiting room for years. Life is not something you manage from a distance with complete control. It is more like being in a small kayak on a moving river. The current changes. The water surprises you. Sometimes it is rough, sometimes calm, and you never fully know what is coming next. You cannot stop the river and redesign the route. You can only respond as best you can. That is not failure. That is what being human is. This is why the search for the perfect system can become a trap. The perfect routine, the perfect productivity method, the perfect life plan, these promise certainty. But certainty is not available. A better approach is much simpler. Choose one real thing, do it, finish it, and then choose the next thing. Instead of measuring your day against the endless list of what remains undone, measure it against zero. What did you actually do? What did you actually give your attention to? There is also something powerful about being less polished. People often think perfection creates respect, but in reality, perfection can create distance. What builds connection is honesty. Openness about struggle makes you more human, not less. When people share their flaws, they often help others feel less alone. There's generosity in that. In the end, You do not need to master life before living it. You do not need to become a perfect person before you begin. You have limited time, and that is exactly why your choices matter. Not because you must do everything, but because you cannot. So let go of the fantasy of total control. Stop waiting for the big turning point. Start before you feel fully ready. Show up before you feel perfect. And use your finite weeks not to become superhuman, but to become more fully, honestly, and bravely yourself. Have a nice day.